Hi guys, hope you're well. I'm just going to do a little recap over what we covered in the lesson today. So what we're working on is trying to play our G, D and E grace notes, going up the scale from low A up to C. So one note at a time. So on low A first, then B and then C. So we'll just demonstrate. Okay, so let's break that down one step at a time. So we'll begin with the three grace notes on low A. So the G first, that's your top finger. The D next, that's your pointing finger of the bottom hand. And then the E grace note is the ring finger of the top hand. So G, D and E. Okay, and we'll just practice that on low A until our fingers get used to playing the grace notes in that order. Okay, so take a few minutes to just practice that by itself, just playing the G, D and E grace notes on low A over and over again until you get used to that order. Okay, so you can pause the video just now while you practice that. Okay, now we're going to move on to the next step. So after playing the three grace notes on low A, we're going to change up to B, and we're going to change up to B at the same time as the G grace note. So we're going to lift the B finger up while the grace note finger is in the air, and then the grace note finger comes down to finish on B. So okay, so again, just pause your video and practice that for a few minutes until your changes are nice and clean like that. Okay, now the next step is going to be making the change between low A and B again with the G grace note, and then we're going to follow it with the D grace note and the E grace note. Okay, so take a few minutes, pause the video, practice that. Okay, so after we've played the three grace notes on B, we're going to change up to C with the G grace note. Okay, so let's practice that on its own. So remember you're doing a seesaw to C. So as the middle finger comes up, the pinky goes down, okay? And doing that at exactly the same time as the G grace note. Okay, so take a few minutes to practice that. Just pause the video. And then we'll practice that again, but after we've played the G grace note, we'll follow it with the D grace note and the E grace note. Okay? Okay, so you can take a few minutes to practice that. Just pause the video. Okay, now we're going to start putting it all together. So we'll start on the low A again. We'll play the three grace notes on low A, and then we'll play the three grace notes on B, changing up to B at exactly the same time as the G grace note, okay? Okay, I'll show you one more time. Okay, so just pause the video and take some time to practice that. Now we'll practice the three grace notes on B, and then moving up to C with the three grace notes. So okay, so pause the video and just practice the three grace notes on B, changing up to C with the G grace note, and then followed with the D grace note and the E grace note. So just pause your video and practice that for a few minutes. Okay, now once you're confident with all those steps, then we'll start trying to put the whole thing together again. So starting from low A with the 3 grace notes, up to B with the 3 grace notes, and then C with the 3 grace notes. So all together it should sound. Okay, I'll show you one more time. Okay, so if you follow this video every day and practice each step along with me on the video, by next week you should have that absolutely fully confident. You're all very capable of doing that. Okay, so just remember to practice every day and it'll all be grand. Okay, good luck. Bye.